Let's turn our attention now to the Sherbrooke Record. Since 1897, the Sherbrooke Record has been providing daily newspapers to the English-speaking community in Sherbrooke and the Eastern Townships at large, but that is soon about to change. The newspaper announcing they'll be cutting their print edition to only one time a week. It's another sign of how quickly the media landscape is changing, and traditional local papers are struggling to balance rising production costs with declining print demand. Of course, people are turning to digital platforms. Let's head over now to Sharon McCully, publisher of the Sherbrooke Record. She's on the line. Sharon, welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you.
And listen, I'm a big fan of the Sherbrooke Record. Every time either it's sent to me here at the station or I pick up a copy, I spend the moment and go through the pages here. Tell us about this decision. When does it take effect here, and why the decision to cut back on the daily edition?
So it takes effect for the first time this week, and it is the first time in 129 years that the paper is not delivering a Monday to Friday edition. And believe me, we are finding out this week just what a strong attachment people have to their daily newspaper. It's like you have your coffee and with milk and sugar in the morning and the Record, and suddenly somebody forgot to buy the milk. Phones are ringing off the hook. But we did feel that it was the right time to do it. As you mentioned, the costs of production are high, and our major problem in the Eastern Township is distribution. It's a huge territory. We're not a concentrated community in one area. We're throughout the Eastern Townships, and that's a landmass of 16,000 kilometers. So when we were able to share distribution with the Gazette and with La Tribune, which has now gone digital, and the Gazette no longer comes to the townships, we're pretty well lone soldiers out there trying to get that paper through to those small communities. So Canada Post is our only option, and it has been a rough road with Canada Post. So
I can imagine, right? It's do they depending on the week, are they even operating this week with all the work stoppages?
Precisely. So, we went through 2 strikes and people are paying a premium price for delivery of the paper, and they weren't getting it. So what we thought we would do while we're in a position of strength, and we are financially viable and we have the technology to do it, is to make a move now which would secure the paper for the future. And people do want that print edition. They look for it every single day. So we decided what we would do is take everything that was in the Monday to Thursday paper, put it in one edition, and make sure that gets to our readers. So this is the first week. They should have the first edition on Friday. And, of course, we are posting daily news on our site. It's not the e-edition of the paper that people subscribe to. It's breaking news throughout the day. It's the obituaries. It's the events that are coming up. Anything that doesn't have legs and is time sensitive is going up on the website for people to see. But it's a major change, and this is a newspaper that has a strong connection to the community. So we're just asking people to be patient as we work through this, and I think we'll have a stronger product in the end.
Can I ask you, you're hearing it this week, obviously, from the faithful, right, that are missing this print edition. Was there another path forward? Could you have said, okay, you know what, you really want our paper every day delivered to your door? Well, you're going to have to pay for it. Was there any other pathway here, or was this really the only way to move forward?
I think we looked at every alternative, and we have been for the last, since COVID, actually, when we found ourselves without a distributor. And, when you have 100 papers with the same footprint going out and being distributed, you can pay a carrier a certain amount. When you have 6 papers going out, you can't afford to do that. Your only alternative is Canada Post. So with no other option than Canada Post and the geography that we cover, there really was not another path forward.
So let's talk about that new product, right? The once-a-week product you mentioned, the stuff that would go in Monday through Thursday, going to be pushed to that once-a-week product. Why do you think that is the way to respond to what the community wants along with the digital product?
Well, we have fantastic columnists. I have to say, we have 20 of the best writers, honestly, with so much expertise. So really a stellar group of writers. All of them will be in that Friday. We've moved them all up to the Friday edition. We also give column space to a lot of our community groups like Township Association, Mental Health, Phelps Help, the educational programs, the school pages. So all of those were moving forward. So everything that people were accustomed to receiving, they will still receive. And our Knowlton paper, our Brome Lake paper, Brome County News will continue to publish as usual on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So instead of getting a 24-page paper, people will get a 60-page paper. And we're just working through how they're going to get that crossword in Sudoku every day because that's a major thing. But we did just find a supplier who could give us an online version of that. So we're listening to our readers, we're listening to the community and seeing what it is they feel they're missing and seeing how we can respond to that.
Sharon, are you guys caught up in that online news act where you can't publish on Facebook and Instagram? Are you guys caught up in that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's been devastating for us because, we were getting up to 100,000 hits, views with people going there every single night. And of course, we drove that traffic to our website.
Oh, it's so crazy.
It really is.
It's so crazy.
It is.
Sharon, I just want to say something because there was some testimony at the House of Commons this week. The Liberal government invoked this Online News Act saying it would save the media. Since then, local papers like yours have been either reducing distribution or shutting down. And it's just nuts. And by the way, this affects CJAD too. It's nuts that we can't talk to our listeners on Instagram and Facebook. It's nuts. Sharon, I wish your paper 129 more years in its new format, okay?
Thank you so much. And we really appreciate it.
You're great, Sharon. That's Sharon McCully right there, the publisher of the Sherbrooke Record. Do go seek out the weekly version and the online version.
Canadian women are looking for more out of themselves, their businesses, their elected leaders, and the world around them.
And that's why we're thrilled to introduce the Honest Talk podcast.
I'm Jennifer Stewart.
And I'm Catherine Clark. And in this podcast, we interview Canada's most inspiring women.
Entrepreneurs, artists, athletes, politicians, and newsmakers, all at different stages of their journey.
So if you're looking to connect, then we hope you'll join us.
Listen to the Honest Talk podcast on iHeartRadio or wherever you listen to your podcasts.